We've got our in-studio jury and you, our virtual jury at home, HLNTV.com. Also, hashtag Jodi Jury. By the end of the program, we'll have a verdict of guilty of obsession or not guilty of obsession. Ryan Smith is with the jury now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard the prosecution's case. Now it's time to talk to the defense. We've got Joey Jackson, of course, and Monica Lindstrom, experienced criminal defense attorney from the state of Arizona. That's important because it's where Jodi Arias' case is being tried. So let's welcome them both in. All right, Joey Jackson, let's start with this because you wanted the jury to see this. Here are pictures of Travis and Jodi. They're together. And then not only that, and let's just flip through some of these. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You see that. Also, MySpace comments between Travis and Jodi. Joey, what should this show? What does this tell the jury?
I think it shows a number of things. First of all, I talked in my opening about reciprocation. It establishes a mutual relationship where both of them were into each other. It was not about Jodi Arias being obsessed with him. It was about him also wanting to be with her. And these pictures demonstrating them being together, them going on vacation, them enjoying each other's company. I think it's very relevant and significant to the issue of whether there was obsession or whether they collectively enjoyed each other.
And then you mentioned as well the MySpace comments, if we put those up as well for you, ladies and gentlemen. You've got Travis here saying, you look beautiful in sepia. Travis says, I'd like to take pictures of you in the forest. He then says, I wonder how much you raised the hotness level of Wairika all by yourself, factoring in the per capita hot stats before you came. I'm sure it raised exponentially. Joey, again, what should that tell the jury?
So important. You know, there are so many things he could have said. Leave me alone. Stay away from me. I don't want to be bothered with you. Instead, he wasn't saying that. He was complimenting her, enjoying her, and wanting to be with her. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not evidence of obsession.
And Monica Lindstrom, you wanted to focus the jury on some of Travis's phone records as we take a look at those. And there are numerous records around June 2nd. This is close to the time that he was killed. You see times such as 17 seconds, 18 minutes, and it goes on and on. There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Monica, what should the jury read into that?
Well, that you can see right there. Travis Alexander was as much into Jodi as she was into him. These conversations were very mutual. They were going back and forth. They called each other at all hours. They text messaged each other. The state would have you believe that this was only Jodi. Jodi was the only one that called him, the only one that talked to him. It was her. But that's not true. The evidence shows right there that he was just as into her. It was very reciprocal. Like Joey said, all the evidence shows that.
And the defense also wants to talk to you about the phone sex recordings. Let's take a look.
You got great pictures. I don't know why you say that. You're like very photogenic.
I'm not. I just choose them carefully.
Nah, you're pretty.
Thank you.
You're just so attractive.
Well, is she coming up here before Cancun?
Yeah, that's my plan.
And then I guess you'll go up to what? See your friends in Washington or something?
I'm not going to do all that.
So
you're the top of the list.
So, Joey, what does that say to the jury?
The top of the list. What does that tenor tell you? Look at the nature of the entire conversation. Look at how they related to each other. Look at what they were talking about. Does that establish obsession, or does that establish two people who are consensually involved with each other and into each other?
And Monica?
Yes, it was very clear that he wanted to see her as much as she wanted to see him. They enjoyed each other. That shows it right there. Even when he's tired and the state wants you to believe that he really wasn't a participant in this particular phone call, he's right there telling her, you're so pretty. I think you're pretty. Basically, I like you. I want to spend time with you. You're on the top of my list. Like Joey said, that's not obsession. That's reciprocity right there.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you've heard strong cases both from the prosecution and the defense. But there's a lot more coming up.